Hello guys and welcome back to the Geek Street where the street speaks. Once again, my name is Jazz and I have finally my full geek buddies over here. We have Sean, welcome back Sean, Harbin and Eric. Say hi guys.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
No, actually, we should say welcome back, Jess.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yes, exactly.
Okay, I've been missing for a few episodes. Welcome back to me. The reason why I say welcome back, Sean, if you guys watch our Endor episode breakdown, you might see that we are in the same clothes because we are doing like a back-to-back recording. So during Endor, Sean wasn't here, but now Sean is here. So that's why.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, I'm missing, but I'm here because it's Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's a very exciting trailer because we were first given the teaser trailer, which didn't feel like a teaser trailer. It felt like a full-on trailer, and now to be treated with the actual trailer, which was just as good as the teaser trailer. And I think it was really amazing. I was fanboying. I kept watching the trailer so many times, mostly because of the music. The music director, the guy who edited this trailer, did such an amazing job. What was his name again, Arvind? Ludwig
Göransson.
Ludwig Göransson. You did such an amazing job with the Wakanda Forever trailer. One of the best trailers that I've seen, and it's exciting, and I can't wait to break it down. But before we go with the breakdown of the trailer, I just want to know what all this Wakanda Forever fans think about. Eric, Arvind, Sean, tell me your take. Okay. Let's start with Arvind.
It was a very well crafted trailer. And what's amazing is that the fact that you see, after dealing with Chadwick Boseman's death and the T'Challa character, they had all the space. I mean, if, as a producer, as whatsoever, they had all the space to give the T'Challa impact in the trailer or the teaser, so that we all get even more attracted to it. But nothing besides the mural of T'Challa, even the teaser, even the trailer, nothing. That means they did not misuse of the essence of the death of Chadwick Boseman to boast the movie. They did not use that. That is so good of them. And without that also, the trailer, even the teaser, is so impactful. And I think one more is because probably they're saving something within the movie itself, and they don't want to give it too much. But yet they didn't make use of the T'Challa character inside the teaser and trailer. And of course, like what Jess said, the music is amazing. For the teaser was amazing. The trailer was amazing. And of course, I did had a conversation with Sean in one of our recording for Secret Invasion. When we were talking about trailers, we had like a conversation of what do you think about the trailer for Secret Invasion, what about the other trailer and stuff. And I did say that Secret Invasion was good. That was a good teaser by its own, but that was a Disney Plus. But as a movie, I think as a Marvel fan, as a good long while, we did not have a very impactful and amazing trailer, and Black Panther delivered it. Because I think and if you want to compare with Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange, because Spider-Man No Way Home was supposed to be a fan event, regardless how the trailer was going to be, it was still going to be impactful because they're going to bring back all the previous characters. And so of course it's going to be impactful. And Multiverse of Madness was going to be a fan event movie because of the title itself. It's going to handle multiverse. So regardless, I think it was going to be amazing. So to compare with Black Panther, of course you can compare with the solo film, which is Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was good by its own as a trailer, and of course now Wakanda is good by its own as a trailer, because there's nothing else besides the trailer. There's nothing like a fan event moment, like how would everyone would gather to watch kind of thing. So as a trailer, it peaked beyond everyone's interest. So I think it was amazing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next, Eric, Sean. Eric.
Sean, you want to go first, Sean?
No, I can't hold back my laughter because you asked him a Wakanda trailer and he told the whole story. Oh my god, Harvey never gets old. Okay. No, I agree with everything Harvin says. I think it's one thing that we are most looking forward to is, of course, this particular movie. It's a restart again for Marvel to make good movies again. Okay. What we had in Multiverse of Madness, it wasn't. It was good. It was good, but it wasn't as good as what we expect Marvel to be. And also, if you look at other movies like Thor: Love and Thunder, I think everybody knows what happened there. So this movie, the trailer looks like it's a proper story, and definitely can't wait for us to know what the story is. And I think the trailer itself is not telling us the entire story. It's not telling us a lot of things, so expect a lot of surprises.
Eric?
Oh, you're not even gonna decipher his this one first,
You can decipher. Lah.
Okay, I honestly feel like the trailer was good, but not really like awesome kind of level. Maybe I need to rewatch it again later. But I feel that it's usually when people do trailers, it's either they give the plot, and then they don't tell us what happened, or they tell us what happened, then they don't give us the plot, right? So this one they kind of like showed what's going to happen, like the plot in a sense, like who's going to fight where and what's going to happen, but they didn't tell us what exactly happened. They didn't show us any scenes besides the fighting, but we cannot decipher anything with the fighting, so there's no plot. We know that this is going to come from a sad note, from the death of T'Challa, but we don't know where is it going to go from. I personally feel that this is a great opportunity for Marvel to not mess up like they did with Love and Thunder. Like, you already know this movie is supposed to be sad, so please keep it sad. Don't put too much jokes. Do it properly, do it right, and it'll be a very, very, very good movie. It should be able to level up with Shang-Chi. So from the trailers itself, we could see there was a lot of scenes, a lot of characters. So hopefully it's not just cameos. I hope it's actual plots into the story. So yeah, we have to see which direction they go lah.
So as you can see how excited all of us are. I mean, I agree with Sean and Eric. You know, they did a very good job with the trailer. They didn't reveal so much. A lot of things were happening, but we still cannot put two and two together. So that's the most amazing thing. So yeah, we are really excited. So let's jump into the breakdown of Wakanda Forever. So the trailer starts almost exactly the same way as the teaser trailer. Of course, it shows the funeral of T'Challa, and this time we see her holding the Black Panther helmet. So it's a very clear message that they're doing the funeral. The teaser trailer didn't show this, and it was really sad. Even the music also, it starts as a sad note. Really amazing music again, by the way. So, and then right after they show Namor, he's painting a mural somewhere on dry land. It looks like a cave, and he came up from the water. So probably there's like a temple, I think a Mayan temple or something that is not submerged in water. So he's painting a mural, and the mural, I don't know. I'm thinking some people are saying it may be a mural of Kukulkan. Kukulkan being the feather serpent. And then when I saw him drawing the mural, it had human hands. So I'm thinking maybe it's a mural of his parents. He lost his parents, so he's drawing a mural of them.
No, I mean, of course, this particular, they are not taking Nemo's character. What we see in the trailer is they're not taking the actual character from the comic. They are sort of like mixing it with real life mythology, where they are taking Aztec culture and traditions to sort of like mold that character. So it's not exactly Atlantean as what we know from the comics. So it's going to be something a lot more different. And that particular place looks like sort of a dwelling place, maybe for gods in Nemo's what they call with his people, the Aztec people or things like that. That they are there, like maybe a memorial sort of a place, lah.
When I had a conversation with Jazz about there's so much different from the comics, I think it's a smart move of Marvel to do that, because if not, it's going to be very comparison with Aquaman, and then they will be like, it's so same to Aquaman. And of course, the comics, they are very similar in terms of their city analytics, their mythology and stuff, very similar. But it's amazing that they find a different route, and the route seems amazing. The fact that they relate it to Aztecs and all this real world mythology, and everything's so perfect.
So yeah, sorry, I mentioned Mayan just now. It's not Mayan, Aztec, right?
Well,
Or
it
Aztec
could
and
be
Mayan
either
are the
Mayan
same
or
thing.
Aztec, but yeah, it could be either one lah.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be either one. So yeah, so like I was saying, he was painting a mural, and then he says that the line is very important because Namor says only the most broken people make the great leaders. So he might be referring, he can be referring to the Wakandans to say that you must go through hardship or what. But I'm thinking he's referring to himself and his own people, that they why he mentions broken, they probably went through something, because if you see throughout the whole trailer, he's out for revenge. So something really happened, something that they all lost, that he had to stand up and have the blood in his hands. So that's why he says broken people make great leaders lah. So what is it that caused them to cause such a huge uprising towards the Wakandan? So that's the plot of the story that we don't know.
No, also on another note, he could be talking to Ramonda, as we know, we see in the clip that he's face to face with Ramonda on the beach.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Because from what I sort of know is that, I mean, when I read theories and things like that, is that he may not be out for revenge, but he may be disturbed by that ship that we see carrying the humans and doing experiments. He could be thinking that Wakanda allowed them in. Maybe they sort of had a peace treaty, between Wakanda and wherever Nemo is from, right? We call it Atlantis for now. That there could be a treaty that, because they are using the sea to come, so they could be disrupting the sea people,
Mhm.
hence, and he could be talking to her saying, that only most broken people make great leaders, is that maybe he's talking about Ramonda, because like I think we'll get to later that there could be a speculation more than one Black Panther lah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one I'm supposed to save it for the ending. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically it's either that, like maybe it's referring to both of them, or himself, or the Wakandans themselves. So also we also see the mural of T'Challa again, like how Harbin mentioned, that mural basically explained the whole idea that they were mourning for him. So the thing says the Panther King forever lives in us and rests with the ancestors. So we know that T'Challa is no more. And Fran, you mentioned that let's call them Atlanteans for now. There's actually speculation going on that we actually have a name of the race. They are not known as Atlanteans, but they're known as Talokans.
Yeah, Talokans, correct. That was the word I was fighting for. That was the Talokans. Yeah.
So Talokans, how in the Marvel comics, Talokans are basically a different, I think it was Aztec or Mayan race, and they have their own god. But then now, since they are incorporating the idea of Namor being the king of Aztec and everything, because Talokan, if you look into folklore, it's actually a realm for people who died in the sea. So it's like a paradise in the sea. So this is Talukan lah, basically the people who are living in the sea. So yeah, it's not Atlantis, Talukan. And it's very nice when we see how he comes down to his throne and everyone is cheering for him. Shots were beautifully taken. That's why I have a very good feeling about this movie.
I mean, how badass is it to maybe they show him killing the megalodon and then making it his throne?
Yeah, I think that would be really damn good. I would really want to see a megalodon in the movie, man. I love.
Yeah, Jess, we know your Jurassic Park. Move on.
Okay, so and how they shift the scene, when he puts his spear, and then they show Okoye stabbing a spear on the ground, and then the sea expedition that Sean was mentioning just now, the thing was going on. So we know that they are looking for something, and the Talokans are not happy on what they are finding. So the Talokans sea people were raiding that ship, and then we see a few of the Wakandan ships going to the Jabari Coal Mountains. So this gives an idea that maybe this was during the aftermath of Namor
Submerging.
Attacking.
submerging,
Invading.
attacking, yeah,
Submerging.
invading.
You need
Submerging,
more words
okay,
like
yeah.
that.
Okay, submerging Wakanda. So they ran away, they flee to higher land, and of course Mbaku gave them solace to stay in his place. And what's interesting, if you look at the teaser trailer and this trailer, it's the same shot. What's in it was different. In the teaser trailer, it just shows the Wakandan ships were flying, the one with the long wings. In this trailer, it actually shows huge vessels flying, and some of the ships were carrying certain things. So, why did they do that? Why the sudden shift or change of elements in the shot? So, I think there's something really important. They're transporting something very valuable. Maybe whatever vibranium they have left, they're just carrying the stores there or something. I guess we'll know when we watch the movie, lah. But yeah, keep an eye out for this kind of thing. Okay. So, and then Ambaku says, in his very thick African style, people do not call him General or King. They call him Kukulkan, or rather Sapan God. Killing him will risk eternal war. So I'm just trying to imitate the way he said it. It was really cool because it felt very accented and very real. And now the question is, why is Mbaku telling this story? How does he know the story that he's sharing it with others? Like he's not really an adult. He, of course, has been living separately. So maybe he knows things about Namor that he never shared with the other tribes. Maybe his tribe knows this kind of thing. Maybe his tribe, the Jabari, had actually certain kind of relationship with the Talukans. I don't know. That's just my theory. Do you guys have any theory about it?
Maybe it is because we know that the Talukans and Wakandans have a long history before something happened. That's why they went apart, right? So I think maybe during those Black Panther's ancestors' time back then, when they had this problem, they wanted to cover it up. Like no one has to know this particular history anymore. But of course the Jabari are the different side of Wakanda, right? So they have no they don't want to do anything with Wakanda, so they can have their knowledge of knowing what's Namor, who's Namor. So that's why I think Mbaku has the knowledge to share it, but Wakandans maybe the ancestors decided to cover it up and no more about this particular matter. Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. And then we hear Shuri saying he's coming for the surface world. So the way she says it, like they're already anticipating is like, oh shit, we messed up. He's coming for us now. So it sort of gives that kind of impression, like maybe the Wakandans did something, or maybe someone did something and framed the Wakandans that Shuri's like, okay, you know what, he's coming, you're gonna die. That it gives that kind of impact, So maybe not only what the ship did, but probably something that was linked to Wakanda. Maybe they found traces of Wakandans in whatever that they found. That's what I would think.
I think that like what I said earlier, okay, from what we see from this trailer, it could be very different in the actual movie, but based on when we see Ramonda speaking at the UN Council, maybe that is where they are saying that no, we want vibranium, give it to us, it's not safe in your hands. So then the Wakandans say no, we're not giving it to you, and then they go and attack Wakanda, wanting the vibranium, and then the Namor gets stuck in between, right? And then that sort of causes like maybe Namor thinks that the Wakandans allowed the humans to come in and and disrupt things or things like that. So from what I see from the trailer, that's what it looks like. But I could be very wrong. It could be something very different now.
I have a theory, but to say this theory, it just has to finish the breakdown so it can become a theory.
Okay. I finished the breakdown first. Okay.
But just before that, I mean, after Baku says that, you have to talk about Namor. Look, this is the first time looking at Namor with all his.
Wait, I'm not there yet. After this, because when Shuri says he's coming for the surface world, then that's when they show Namor in all his glory, flying with his feathered ankles. So, I mean, I gotta admit, it looked damn funny, but of course they have to follow comics, because in the comics he can fly with his feathered ankles. You know, I only can imagine, like, if the feathers are here, shouldn't he be like?
Yeah. I mean, we all thought about that. We all thought about that. The fact that, I mean, of course, being that small feather at the ankle, of course, it feels a bit weird for Namor. I mean, they had all the opportunity to remove it, and of course, if they're changing the hashtag and everything, the story, all they could just change with him without the feather. But I think they inserting the feather there, definitely there's a key. It gives more prominent character up to Namor. Like, it gives more extra essence to him, because at one of the part you see him flying, it looks damn cool, right? So it's cool. So it gives that, okay, he does not only can control under the sea kind of powers within the sea, like he can control up in the surface world. So like he has powers in both land and sea, right? So it gives him, and of course we have already had the confirmation that they're going to make him, announce him that yes, he is a mutant. Of course he's a mutant in the comics, but they're going to, like, it's confirmed he is a mutant. They're not going to say like he's like how Black Panther is like not mutant, but he get powers from the gods and stuff, alright? He's a mutant, and of course he's one of the first mutant in the Marvel comics, so they're going to don't do that. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's great to see him with the feather, and like I said, you give him the feather, if you portray him in a very amazing way using that powers, if you can pull it off, then it looks amazing. And I think where he like, cool.
I think that scene itself did a lot of justice, because when I see him flying like that, I just didn't think about how funny the feathers looked, but how cool it was. So when we see him flying, and then we actually see him throwing a spear into the throne room, so you can see that he's not playing around, he's not fooling around, he's not coming to threaten you, he's just full on revenge. He's coming to kill you, probably out of anger. And then we see Aneka being one. Aneka, of course, she's part of the Dora Milaje, but also a sub extension, which is called the Midnight Angels. I've broken this down in the previous Wakanda Forever teaser trailer. So you guys want more information, you can check out that breakdown. She's one of the people who initially we thought were like lab technicians, but turns out it was a Dora Milaje in that lab, and then which was infiltrated by the US Army. So I think this was sort of like an ambush that the Wakandans did, impersonating ordinary scientists or something. So there's something going on over there as well. Just letting you guys know. Okay, and we see Namor confronting Ramonda on the beach. So at this part, you can see that they are not just full-on fighting. There's actually certain interactions between Namor and Ramonda. So probably like maybe this could be somewhere in between where they come to an understanding, or they're just telling each other's pain, or I'm hurting, man. You did this to my people or something. That kind of thing. And then Ramonda, I think it was Ramonda or Nakia that says, we know, Ramonda, she says, we know what you whisper. We have lost their protector. Now is the time to strike. So I think this is her telling to the UN that, we know what you guys are whispering. We lost a protector. I don't know how much it's supposed to mean, because she said we lost their protector. I was thinking so much about it, but if you guys want to say something about this, if you have any idea what you think, or you want to just move on?
I don't really have an idea of what she means, but of course we know it's something got to do with there's no protector anymore and moving, and there's one more theory stating the fact that she's being more she retaliates a lot because she feels more grieving, because somewhere around the movie the theory states that Shuri will kind of possibly die, not die in sense like die but come back in life kind of thing, right? But she will die, so she has the loss, so she retaliates even more to attack on the Namor's people. So that was another impactful moment for her, it seems. Yeah.
Oh, now that's an interesting theory because there was a lot of talk that Shuri is, but okay, now we'll save it for later, for the ending part. So yeah, that happens, and then that's when the music starts picking up. We see the sea people attacking, and then we see Okoye in her car, probably somewhere in the city, probably recruiting Riri Williams as Ironheart, because we see them escaping. Okoye's car, a bike, someone on a bike, and we see Ironheart flying, and this is possibly Ironheart's. I think it's a Mark 1 suit. I think there's 3 versions of Ironheart suit. There's like the Mark 1, there's Mark 2, and then there's Mark 3. Okay, the pictures will show you what all these versions are. I did a lot of research because I'm an Iron Man fan. And then we see Wakanda being flooded, being submerged by water, and then Namor fighting someone, and he's stabbing someone. And if you guys take a very quick look, while he's stabbing, there's a Black Panther actually at the back. So I think it's the same Black Panther that you're talking about. So Black Panther attacks him from behind, and then we see that Namor zigzag flying thing, which I think was really, really cool while he was being shot by the Wakandan aircraft. And then we see Riri Williams again, building her new suit, probably with Wakandan technology, so she gets to build her suit faster, even though she's younger. And we see the updated Ironheart suit. So this one, I think, is Mark 3, the final suit that we're going to see in the movie. Her flying, and then her with a heads-up display, shouting, "Let's go!" Very exciting. You guys don't share the same excitement.
No,
Because
I mean, we share the same excitement, but you already played it out first, so I think.
Iron Man fan.
Yeah, but of course, the suit is bulky. Like same like how Iron Man's first Mark 1 suit from the cave, it's the bulky one. So as it goes, when we come to the Ironheart series, I think she will have a slimmer down version of yeah.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so then after that, they also show Akuma, that blue shark head kind of looking guy. So I think he's the second in line, probably like Namor's general and Namor's lieutenant, right? So them fighting Okoye in the city, and then we also see Nakia donning a new green and blue suit, because we always see Nakia in green suit, but this one is green and blue. Probably a new fashion thing that she's doing after losing her boyfriend. I don't know. And we also see a battle taking place in the sea. So this was shown in the teaser trailer also. But it's interesting because we actually see the Wakandan ship in the sea, and then the Dora Milaje and the Talokans fighting in the ocean. So you get to see that kind of scenes in the movie. Is I think it'd be really nice to see fight on the sea, because we've seen Aquaman where they fight on in the sea and also on the surface. So it's kind of interesting to see this happening as well. And also, of course, Mbaku being his chest like gorilla, really joining that Jabari pride. And Ramona, I think she says, "Show them who we are." And then that's when the new Black Panther. You can see she comes the same way as T'Challa comes, from the ship. The hatch opens, and then she just jumped down. And she dons the suit while still in the Jabari cold lens, because the snow and everything. And it's a female character. Okay, so now there's a lot of people saying it's Shuri. I think it's sort of like a confirmed thing that it's Shuri. One thing why, if you look at the suit has the dots, right? and those are the same dots that Shuri paints on her when she goes on war.
Yeah.
So, and then the music, the moment when she lands, the music is that same music that they play during the fight scene in the bar. When T'Challa, Okoye, and Nakia were fighting in the bar in Hong Kong or something,
Yeah.
that they played that music. So I think it was really cool, like everything in the music and all. So now theory time. Everyone says this is Shuri, but now Harbin says that there's a possibility that Shuri is dead. And Sean
No,
says that there's a possibility there's multiple Black Panthers, which I believe also. So who wants to go with their theories first?
wait. You straight away attacked my theory. I didn't say Shuri will die. Like she's dead in the movie. She will die and then pop up. Like how T'Challa was in the first Black Panther movie. Presumably he died in the waterfall after M'Baku found him alive. So it's like that. So that's why Ramonda will feel like she lost, because in the teaser, I lost everyone. Like everyone. That means she did not need, like, when she said it, not like she only lost T'Challa, like she's lost all her family, like her husband, her daughter, and her son, like everyone. So that's why I felt like it was impactful to her to retaliate against to Namor. That's why the war becomes even more chaotic. Of course, Shuri will come back, like in some way, someone will save her in some manner, and she will don the suit because she has the dots on the suit. And also, I think my theory also, because if you see, she has the gold plating on the suit, right? And I think that's the theory where I say that during the movie, she will go into the astral plane and she will meet Killmonger. So that's why she'll have the idea of donning the plated gold plating kind of thing, right? So probably that. And I think we all talk about Shuri first, or should I put on my theory, which I wanted to say earlier?
Go for it.
So I think we all spoken about during the teaser time where, of course, there's always a third party. There is a third party, of course, and we all kind of had an idea who it's going to be. But then, here's the thing: when we got Talokan, when it's submerged, actually it has, this whole city also has vibranium. If you notice, all their weapons are also vibranium, made of vibranium. They have vibranium with them. So, and one more thing, we know that Wakandans, they are not going to give access to vibranium to anyone. So, like what you said, there's the UN people, or there's another company of people, scientists, anyone who wants to get hold of the vibranium, which they know they can't get in Wakanda. They want to go and get it from Talokan. Okay, and they're going to use Riri Williams' tech because she's from MIT, and she's made some tech which you can submerge into the sea or something like that. You can go and retrieve the vibranium, some kind of suit. That is why I think she has the Ironheart suit. So I think there's some kind of suit which you can submerge and go collect the vibranium, some sort. So that is why they got the suit, and somehow the Namor gets to know that it's Riri Williams. She was the fault, because she made the suit. That's why they go and attack Talokan to get the vibranium. So, and he knows that Shuri are keeping her safety in Wakanda, because all this time you see Riri at Wakanda only, like it's in their safety, right? So he wants to go probably attack Riri and that kind of thing. That's why Wakanda and Talokan, they have war. But of course, we know there's a third party to it, and we kind of know it's Doom. Which we theorized back then during the teaser trailer. But yeah, that's my theory. Yeah. So there's some third party, and this what's it happen. It's not like there's some friction between them, and then suddenly they come in war. There's a play out to this, definitely.
Are you gonna mention the third party?
Dr.Doom.
That's very far fetched. But okay.
No, it's possible. I mean, for soon, and we know Dr.Doom plays a big role in the. Of course, not he won't pop out, I would say, but as a company, because it's like a company name or just a name friends, some sort kind of thing, yeah.
I think so. I think probably they will say funded by Victor Von Doom, because the Midnight Angels are involved, and I think the part where they pretend to be scientists. I think it's all in the ship also. They just go undercover, pretend to be scientists or something. I'm not really sure lah. But yeah, I have a feeling. But Avi, what you say, it's a very bold theory that they are going after Riri Williams. I mean, I can go with the idea that maybe she created the suits and everything, and that's why Okoye went there to save her. And we know that the Talokans were fighting Okoye in the city at night at the same time when Riri Williams escaped. But for Talokans to actually go to Wakanda just to look for Riri Williams, very bold, but not really sure if that's very likely lah.
No, I don't think it's only to go for Riri Williams, because I think one more reason is because he would go after the Wakandans because they know that they are keeping her safety. So definitely he will have to go attack Wakanda. Not just for it's not just matter of Riri anymore already. It's about Wakanda keeping her safety, and his city is getting attacked by those scientists and navies or whatsoever. So that's why he felt. And of course, definitely, I think there's some history between them. So all the amount of anger within him, that's why probably they like go at war.
Okay. I think it's really interesting. That'd be nice to know. Okay, what about anyone else? Got theories or not?
For me, I think I mean to have I mean, of course we know in the comic that Dr.Doom has invaded Wakanda before, and that's when T'Challa was still alive lah. So but now T'Challa's not alive, so I don't know whether it's relevant to put that storyline in there. But there has to be a reason why the army, or this group of scientists, why they are coming, or why the Dora Milaje is stopping them. There has to be a reason for that, which we don't know what is it. Whether it's because they would have kidnapped Lily Williams already, or whether they whether they are trying to stop an invasion, or things like that. So it's quite difficult. Like I said, the whole trailer is so I won't say it's messed up, but it's like so all over the place that you don't know where is where and which part of the story is, whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end. So it's a lot of we hope. I'm sure there'll be one more trailer that comes out. I hope so. But if it doesn't also, then it gives us, we are still in the dark when we go and watch this movie lah. So it's a lot of things still we cannot answer lah.
I think we have a month more. I'm not sure if they drop a trailer. I think they revealed a lot lah. I want to
Usually
suspend.
Marvel's tactic will
Second
be
trailer.
one teaser and two full-fledged trailers. So
Yeah, I'm hoping that they don't do that because very close. I don't think Marvel has released trailers very close to the date like this, aside from Thor. So I think they're playing around with something over here. So,
No, I think
yeah.
not give me too much. I think it's just one teaser. I think all this time it's just teaser trailer and TV spots. So I think they should just let it be as if they are.
no,
really
but
planning-
there will be
Trailer.
there will be what's you call it, 30-second clips.
Yeah, TV spots.
TV spot, Super Bowl.
TV spots. So I'm sure there will be TV spots, at least one or two in the next coming weeks. So yeah.
So Eric, any theories about this?
I do not have any theory, but I like what Harvin said about Shuri resurrecting, because there are scenes that Shuri was stuck in a fire, or so I like that idea. I could see that happening. So we see lah. I don't have any other theories lah, to be honest. Not at the
But
moment.
what has to die before they pick up the Black Panther's mantle?
Yeah.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
impactful death lah.
But-
But she will of course. Yeah, I think she will definitely.
No, because you see, even like, okay, say for example, T'Challa, he did wear the Black Panther suit in Civil War,
Yeah.
right? But only after that he went through the whole process of becoming king, and then Black Panther, things like that. So anyone can don the Black Panther suit, but who's worthy to wear the Black Panther suit? I think at the end of the day, it has to be Shuri.
Yeah.
And we'll see more than one Black Panther, but the final one I think is Shuri lah.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, why not, right? There's multiple Black Panther suits, so there will definitely be a few Black Panthers. Probably just to act as a distraction until the actual Black Panther does the job.
Just to give probably a glimmer of hope for the people. Oh, there's a Black Panther, just for a few moments, right, before actually Shuri dons the suit and comes back, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
just to play around with probably with Namor's people and stuff, like okay,
Yeah.
get alerted, kind of thing.
yeah. So
How weird will it be when we're watching it in the cinema and then we're like, oh, one Black Panther, two Black Panther, and then don't see Shuri donning the Black Panther suit at all until the last, and then we see her wearing it like, we knew it.
yeah. That's the thing about people who like us who do this kind of breakdown. We already crack our head into knowing this kind of thing. So other people may be like, and we'll be like. But I mean, you still get excited, no matter what, even though we anticipate this kind of thing. The same thing happened in Avengers Endgame. We still went cuckoo with it. So the same is going to be. And I'm just going to repeat back what Eric said. This really looks like a really good storyline. I hope Marvel doesn't ruin it with cheesy jokes or anything. It looks like a serious thing. Let's have a serious thing and let it be a really impactful movie. I'm still looking for a movie that can top Shang-Chi. So hopefully this is it.
Wait, before that, so Shang-Chi's music still on the top?
Black Panther music theme song is not that great. The trailer songs are great, but the theme song is not. Shang-Chi's theme song is still better.
There he goes.
1 year on. Still haven't moved on yet.
Still haven't moved on. Just going strong. Guys,
So anyways, that's all for Black Wakanda Forever trailer breakdown. I know it's just like probably like a 2 minutes trailer, but then I think we did a breakdown for almost an hour because that's how exciting it is, how many theories that we can come up with. So hopefully you guys enjoy with our theories, and you have any theories that we are missing out. Always leave your theories in the comments below, and we can enjoy it together. When you watch the movie, you can be like, I knew it. That kind of thing. We used to have this thing where we met each other between the four of us, whose theory is going to be right. And I think most of us are almost on the same page, so we're not going to bet on each other. Except for Sean. Yeah, every time Sean will be the black sheep that always has a different opinion. But I think this time, we are almost on the same page. But if you guys who are watching, if you have any other idea that is very contrary, that is total opposite towards from us, you can put a bet with us. I think we'll make it interesting. We can bet like any bet lah. 10 ringgit, 50 ringgit, and we will go on with the bet, and then we'll bank transfer that money to you. Sean will do that because he's the account manager. Okay, so make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, thegeekstreet.my, and also the link in the description below brings you to our Discord community page. Come and join in, grow our community. Let's talk everything crazy about Marvel, Star Wars, or any other movies that you guys like, because there's a lot to talk about. And we are always excited to have you guys in our community. So till hopefully, if there's a next Black Panther trailer, I don't know. But we're still doing She-Hulk. We're still doing Star Wars Endor. So you can always catch our breakdowns. So make sure to...
We will be doing Endor until end of the year.
Yes.
Until end of the year.
Pretty much.
So you can always catch these pretty faces of ours. Right. So it's been a long night. I think we're all going to go to bed thinking about Wakanda Forever. I think I'm going to go watch the trailer another time. I'm going to go watch the trailer another time. I'm going to be thinking about it. Okay, I'm going to be playing the song in my head. That's how crazy I am for the trailer. So yeah, this is the Geek Street, and the street has spoken. Till then, see you guys. Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.